T minus 9 minutes. T minus 8 minutes. T minus 7 minutes. T minus 6 minutes. T minus 5 minutes. T minus 4 minutes. T minus 3 minutes. T minus 2 minutes. T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Take is when I'm sipping you. You know where I go when we're dancing. Handshakes in the Hamptons and getting drunk in the mansions with you. Yeah. And you look so classic. Come through with that magic. You know that I'm about to smash it. It's true.
Alright, thank y'all. Let's see what
I could take it to the room or I could take it to the beach. But we gotta leave at 9 cause I gotta get my sleep. You could be the early bird, I'ma give you that worm. Get with me, I'll take you around the world. Cause if it's gold, I'll throw it away. You're worth more than every single chain. Walk with a lamp, it just means I'm cool. Next trip I take is just me and you. You know where I
But without further ado,
Well, I guess to close it out, we'll do our handshake.
indeed, episode 10
Signing off.
in the books.
The key to the win was that the Ore Diggers took control early. Kind of like when you get married. That first day, your wife takes control early. And that's what the Ore Diggers did. Our football team was like the kid that plays second French horn in the school band. We got to play better. And that's a double-edged sword, It's kind of like watching your mother-in-law go off a cliff in a Cadillac. You got mixed feelings. First of all, they got after it hard. I'm telling you, they were like a hobo on a ham sandwich. They were going hard all the way. He's like that black lab on the first day of pheasant hunting season. He was pulling at the chain. We're kind of like a woodpecker in a petrified forest. Just keep busy and look for opportunities. I wanted to raise my kids using a depth chart. Can you imagine that? I wanted that. Pam Green vetoed that idea. I got a short memory, just like when I was in the 3rd grade, 2 of the best years of my life. I don't like that bottled water. I like that butte water. You get to eat and drink at the same time. Some aspects look like we're really ready to play. A couple of other aspects look like we just got off Willie Nelson's tour bus. His attitude's positive. He thinks he could take on hell with a squirt gun. It's kind of like that T-bone steak dinner with all the trimmings. They played a complete game. With Jacksonville, what more can happen? Jacksonville's so bad they sentence prisoners to attend the games. Everybody expects you to win. My wife couldn't go to church with me on Sunday, and everybody said, "Where is she?" I said, "She doesn't go out with losers." I had a 6 ACT in 1967. One time I got an A and my grandma beat me for cheating. At all the calls I made on 4th down all those years, you know what my favorite 4th down call was?
What?
Punt. It was the most successful play we had.
Hey.
Oh. It jerked on right when, okay.
Welcome to the podcast. We are the Handshake by the High Five, the sports podcast to the High Five. We mainly focus on Florida and Florida State football and baseball, Tampa Bay Bucks also, and yeah.
Yeah, if you want to stay up to date with everything going on with the podcast, with the channel, merch that's eventually going to get dropped. Mm-hmm. We keep on mentioning it. It will come eventually, I promise.
We're just making sure they're ready for it.
We're just making sure. Yeah, we're making sure everything's pitch perfect. But if you do want to stay up to date with all that, feel free to add all of the social media links in the bios for our Instagram, and I believe it's...
we got Twitter
and Facebook and TikTok also TikTok. That we will get on there. But if you do want to follow us personally, my @ for Instagram is JTVTree, and for Twitter it's JTVTree16.
My Instagram is Lil Yeah, and my Twitter is XXC10. So
Lil Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how much the guy who owns XXC10 on Instagram wants for it, because I really want that name back, but somebody else has it. So sooner or later I'll get that.
It is what it is. It happens.
Yeah. But we were welcomed today with Bob Green with his amazing quotes. One of the best college football quarterbacks for quotes, not his
as
coaching
far as
style.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he is almost as good as Mike Leach, in my opinion.
Mike
as
Leach
far
as like metaphors and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, he's amazing.
Man, I miss Mike Leach. He was one of the greatest coaches when it came to interviews.
He was an all around great dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, I believe he taught a class at Washington State whenever he coached there for I'm pretty sure he was a teacher for a couple years of a class. Mm-hmm. Apparently, I mean, as everybody saw, he was an amazing person.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He was a big Pirates buff, too, so he could have been a Bucks fan, so...
Might have been. It would make sense.
Yeah. But we got a little bit of news for y'all today, so not a very long podcast, so that's why we're standing up. But we did have some big news in the thing of college football. We had the NCAA, or College Football 25 trailer dropped.
Real quick, I cannot believe that they just wanted to switch up the name like that.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you not just roll with the NCAA 25?
It makes sense. Like, it makes too much sense for them to go with it,
Exactly.
I would say.
That's like the thing whenever they came out with the Madden game, when it was like Madden 25, and it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Stop this. Stop. You're trying to be different. Stop doing it.
What
Just
year did
keep
that come out?
rolling
Like
with it.
2012 was when Madden 25 came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
It had, what's his name from the
Lions.
the Lions on the
Yeah.
cover. No.
I saw a meme actually recently. I said, kids are going to hate their grandparent or grandma when she accidentally buys the old Madden 25.
Yes.
Which, in her defense, EA was kind of weird doing that, celebrating the 25th anniversary. I guess they didn't think we'd make it this far in life.
Oh, yeah, no. They were like, yeah, this will be good. And they were like, oh, no.
We're actually going to be there.
We're actually going to do it.
Yeah, but one of the biggest things about the College Football 25 that got released was last week, we showed y'all, was the cover trailers. The deluxe edition, they have everybody going out of the tunnel. And then the basic edition, we have Hunter Travis jumping at us with...
Hunter Travis.
Did I say that right?
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Dang. See, I was trying to remember his name.
Hunter Travis.
Travis Hunter and Edwards and Ewers looking at us on the front cover. But we do have the trailer for y'all.
Yes.
I was able to snag that off of YouTube for everybody. So we're going to show you that little trailer for y'all real quick. And we're going to do a little breakdown, talk about what we saw and things that have been confirmed in this trailer.
Yes.
That we are going to have in this game. That actually makes me so excited. That made me watch this probably 100 times already.
And also something that everyone wants in the game that hasn't been announced yet. I'm kind of hoping it's a thing that when the game comes out, you load up, get everything, and then it pops up. So not going to say it yet, but...
Okay. We're going to show this real quick.
Here is the trailer.
Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for.
Man, oh man.
What a trailer. Oh my gosh.
We waited 11 years for that masterpiece. There were a lot of haters about the trailer. Saying,
yeah.
Oh, it looks like a Madden ripoff and all this other kind of stuff. Of course it's going to be close to Madden. It's a football game.
And it's EA.
Yeah.
I mean, same people that make Madden. So, I mean, but still, there could be changes. The fact that it's not Madden and that it's actual college football teams and they have all these teams in the game and all these different stadiums and atmospheres, that's already 1,000 times better than Madden already.
Given that we have 143 teams, plus whatever teams we want to make in this game.
Exactly.
Makes it so much better than just playing with these 32 teams that Madden gives us with the little bit of uniforms that we have. Just imagine having a buddy come over, and we usually, when we play at Madden, we do random select, like 3 random choices, and you get a pick from those 3 teams. Imagine 148 teams. We get to pick 3 random select from,
Yeah.
and we have to run with that. Like a triple option, something I'm not used to, but I used to play all the time in NCAA.
Yeah.
Compared to something like Army would be, just a regular run up the middle. I'm excited. I can't wait for
And
this
also
game.
the fact that it's cross-platform, and also they're bringing online Dynasty to where you and your buddies can pick a team and then live the transfer portal in real life.
Yes.
Literally, like getting off of work, going home, turning on the Xbox or the PS5, and you realize that Logan has taken your 5-star recruit, and he's paid $2 million more than you can't pay because you've already paid X, Y, and Z that amount of money. That it's going to be good. It's going to be it's fantasy football, except just whatever you want. It's going to be
Fantasy
amazing.
football for college football, yeah.
But you actually get to play as the players, get to play your best friends, and have it. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to have up to 32 people.
32 people
in the
yes.
online dynasty at one time. So
I'm
you
so
and
excited.
30. If you have 32 friends, everyone pick a team. Everyone start making a team. It's going to be epic.
It's going to be awesome. I know there's a lot of people that have already said what teams they're going to be customizing for this. I'm kind of curious, what team are you going to be going with? Like custom team that nobody's heard of, maybe a TV show, but
the Fulmer State Pawn Stars.
I like that. That
The
is pretty
Fulmer
good.
State Pawn Stars.
I would do a high five one. That would be pretty cool for like the live streams we want to
Yes.
do later with it.
Yes.
But I want to make a Greendale. If nobody knows who Greendale is, if that doesn't ring a bell for you, it's from a TV show Community. It's a really funny comedy show. And in the show, they ended up making a mascot.
Yes.
And they took a long time to do that because there was a bunch of PC people trying to go like, oh, we can't use these people anymore because they're offensive to other people, blah, blah, blah. So they ended up just doing the Greendale humans. And it was just a white guy in a white bodysuit with spray painted eyes and mouth over him. It was probably the funniest thing. And that's going to be my mascot. And that's the team I'm going to be repping.
Beautiful. Or Blue Mountain State.
Blue Mountain
You know how
State's
many people
great.
are going to be making Blue Mountain State? Oh, brother.
I've actually been watching that. I've gotten through the first season of that. It's really good.
So good.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is the dumb football player
Yeah.
now plays Reacher.
Yeah.
Night and day. And then there was another movie that, like, something for Distinguished Gentlemen that just came out, and he's in it, and he plays like this either French or English dude.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
But some things that people have noticed in the trailer that have been confirmed for the game is some stuff to do with uniforms that a lot of people were wanting in
Yes.
Madden but never got. The only way they did get these things was through modding through PC, but now everybody gets it with this Madden game. It's the turf tape. That was something we didn't get. Shiesties, the little covers over the face when it's cold. Hoodies, to be able to have the jerseys tucked in under the pads.
The amount of drip you're going to be able to have on your custom player now, because when we were growing up, it was the gloves, no glove, like it was the one glove, and then you had the Nike armbands and all that, and that was it. Now, oh, bro, it's going to be so sick.
It's going to be great. The only thing that I really wish that we were going to get is visors, dark tinted visors or like chrome visors.
Who knows?
I didn't really see any visors in the game or in the trailer, but hopefully it is in the game. Yeah.
Oh, bro. Rocking like an FSU and then doing like a garnet and gold like tinted visor. Oh, man. I'm ready.
People are
I'm
gonna be
ready to
swagged out
spend.
on it.
I'm ready. Last podcast, I said I'm not going to spend the money.
To get the multiple jersey pack?
I'm spending the $150, $160.
Oh, yeah.
Buying it. Buying every single pack, DLC pack that comes out.
Yeah.
Buying it all. Buying it all.
I do have some time to buy a next-gen console before this game does come out. And Josh actually has been pressuring me pretty hard about getting an Xbox. So now I am in a debate on either getting a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox.
The only person that I know that still uses PlayStation is Dalton.
Hey, Dalton's a cool guy. PlayStation's awesome.
Well,
I've owned a PlayStation ever since they've came out.
I've owned a
PS1
PlayStation
on
ever since they came out. And then one day I grew up. I went from a boy to a man, and I got an Xbox.
I'll be honest with you. How the Xbox controller feels, it's just really weird compared to a PlayStation controller.
Because you've played with a PlayStation controller like me your entire life until I got an Xbox.
Yeah. Well,
Get an Xbox.
I might. It's up for debate.
They're cheaper.
They are.
They hold more data. In my personal opinion, they have a better frame rate.
Yeah.
Better cooldown, so you can leave that thing going for days. And it's not going to flare up. However, if you put the PS4 not in a perfectly safe position where it's PS5 with perfect airflow, that thing's going to burn your house down in 12 hours. I work at a pawn shop where PS5s, PS4s, Xboxes, and all that, the only systems I have trouble with on a daily basis, PlayStation consoles. Xbox is easy.
I've had a PlayStation 4 ever since they came out, and I've never had a problem with it. My 3, I've never had a problem with it. But those were I bought brand new. And if I buy something used, it's probably going to break down on me pretty quick. So I have to look into used Xboxes, see how good they are. Are they good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every single one of most of my friends have a used Xbox from my pawn shop.
Okay.
Because instead of spending $450, you spend $200. And then you can use that $250 to buy a PlayStation 5 from me.
Yeah.
Two consoles for the price of one.
If you want to get your next console, head down to Fulmer's. Check out Josh.
Yeah.
There's our ad for the day.
Yeah. 15% off code.
Yeah,
right here.
It's right across the screen. If you don't see it, you
can't have it.
You can't
I'm
have
sorry.
it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's only to a select few.
Only select people are seeing this on their screen right now.
But yeah, if y'all want to come down, honestly, and you mention the show and you listen to the show, I'll knock 25% off of a singular item. And it can't be a firearm. Can't be a firearm, but any other item, I'll knock 25% off if you mention use code HIGH5.
There we go.
Use code HIGH5 for 25% off at Fulmer's this week only.
So before we head on to our next thing, we're going to go ahead and skim through the trailer, and we're going to show y'all some of the Florida and Florida State picks that were through the trailer.
So as you can see, the beautiful Boise State and the rock that someone used as a doorstop, and now it's a thing that people touch. Beautiful.
Ooh. All right, so I paused at the wrong time.
They gave Florida all this screen time because they know they're not going to get a whole bunch during the real season.
Oh! Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Back to Boston.
Boston College got more screen time than both of our colleges.
That is crazy. So here's Florida coming out of the tunnel where they all touch the bull gator head.
Warren Sapp.
Yeah, we got. What? Definitely not Warren Sapp. All right. That's one of the cool traditions for a lot of Florida football players. And playing the old NCAA games, they used to show them coming out of the tunnel, and I'm so glad we get to see this again.
And it looks so much better now.
Oh, yeah. The comparison is crazy. LSU coming out of the tunnel.
Oh. The only thing wrong with this game It was made by EA.
Yeah.
But the graphics. I'm glad that they showed a lot of lower tier, I guess you could say, schools like Appalachian State,
And Clemson.
Wyoming, and Clemson, Wake Forest.
That's a cool tradition right there. I gotta stop
the
that.
Spartan at the 50-yard line spiking it down
Yeah.
is very cool. FSU has the same thing, except it's the guy that twirls. It's the guy who twirls it up at the 50 and then has to catch it. And then we're hoo. Same thing.
That is really cool. When, especially when they have Renegade come out there and
and it's a night game, bro.
Yes, it would have been cool if that was in the trailer. That would have been
That's
awesome.
a completely the thing that you're talking about, like when he runs out and spikes it. I don't know why that wasn't in the game.
That should have been,
because that's one of the biggest entrances in college football. Not biased or anything, but
well, it is true because that is a lot of people's top one or two when they have like, But we got Pitt's cursive on the field with their band. I think that's always cool.
Ooh, wide out.
Penn State's wide out. Love that. Oh, Clemson again.
So apparently they're going to have it to where you can see, because Baylor has a tradition of the students running from one side of the field to the other to get their seats. Apparently they're going to have that in the game.
All right, I got to stop that real quick. Okay, so a lot of people, we got to come back to our camera real quick. All right.
It's getting bad here, and like Ohio State as an entire college on Twitter has completely lost their mind, and I don't think a singular Ohio State fan is going to buy the game.
Yeah, it's
they're going to have like three jersey combos. Like it can only like snow.
Yeah.
The wind can only be at full blast. Like no one. No.
Yeah. So a lot of people are hating on. Ohio State fans are hating on the game because, as you saw, it was back-to-back of Ohio State player, a swing and a miss, missing the Michigan running back, running downfield. And then right after that, it was the QB that just transferred to Ohio State to Illinois. Syracuse. Illinois is the team that beat them.
Yes.
To Syracuse, showing him rolling out of the pocket and throwing that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of like a rub in the face.
And
it's like,
there's
hey, he
more,
transferred from you.
And there's more. We haven't even got to it yet. There's still more rubbing it in the face of Ohio State fans.
Well, before we show it, there is Illinois beating them for the first time
in 18 years.
18 years by 10 points.
And holding up the trophy that they get, which is cool. Like a lot of those Big Ten trophy things are actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And not a lot of the other schools do. I think it's dope.
I also think it's hilarious that they hired 7 ex-Michigan students to be on the team for this, doing this whole entire thing.
So, of course, they shafted Ohio State.
Yeah. All right, so let's come back into the thing. Oh, it's restarting.
No.
It's okay. We'll find it real quick.
I believe that we will win. Right there.
Right here. There we go. Ooh.
Look at that move on the Cal, which is pretty funny that they have FSU playing Cal at home because that's an actual game this year.
Yeah, it is a game, yeah. Is it actually going to be at Doak this year?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's going to be fun to go to.
Man, those fans
that's
are
Williams, right?
Huh?
That right there holding the ball. Is it Williams?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rude awakening for some of these Pac-12 teams to come into an SEC or an ACC and feel the atmosphere of what college football in the South actually is.
It's going to be a rude awakening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be bad. Especially if Cal and like SMU fans have already started chirping. So that game's going to be interesting in Dallas this year. But
next year when they play y'all here, possibly play y'all here. That's
I don't think it's happening.
Yeah.
But
semifinal games, they're going to be played at people's home stadium.
Brother.
So if Florida State gets the chance to host a semifinal game, just imagine how loud that's going to be in a Big 10 or a Big 12 school or an SEC school comes to Tallahassee and you see Doak rock out like that.
Imagine if Alabama has to come to Tallahassee after what happened last year.
That would be insane.
8 o'clock kick.
Yeah. Whoo. That's going to be a fun game to watch.
That would probably be the loudest game on record.
Oh,
I can't wait. I can't wait. All right. Love how they have the waving to the kids at Iowa. That's dope.
Hey, Albert.
Pujols.
I love that juke right there. I know that was Georgia doing that, but if
I
that
love
juke was
that.
actually in the game, I know. Smokey looks dope.
Man
right there.
on Rocky Top.
A lot of people have noticed up there where it says Vols is actually not the font of the Vols sign, but it's okay. It's a video game. And everything that is used in the game, keep this in mind, is stuff that the school has sent to EA.
So it's Tennessee messing up.
Yes. So if
like
there
usual.
is something that you find that that's a little off about people's schools, it's stuff that they have sent to EA.
Which might get updated, of course. The pit dunking is pretty cool.
That
I'm
is
so
really
glad that they owned Alabama right there.
That's a dope shot. So the Miami, yeah, the Tiger's kind of weird right there.
No, I'm not saying about the Tiger.
Miami.
Yes.
A lot of people have pointed out about Miami's font on their jerseys is also different than what they actually wear.
Good.
That they updated last year. So that also says that Miami does not know what they have on file and sent in the wrong font to EA.
Yes.
Which is hilarious to think about. Man, oh man.
Wait, at the very end, is that the trophy that Michigan wins to beat Ohio State? Go back. Oh, no, that's the Rose Bowl. Never mind.
Yeah, that's from the recent game because they're wearing their patches right there. And we're back.
And we're back.
Yeah. I love the trailer. I want to say that again.
Oh,
Probably
yes.
like the fifth
Beautiful.
time I've said that so far.
Absolutely beautiful.
Makes me excited. July 19th
It's going to be a good game.
is the day it comes out. July 19th, right?
Yes, day before my birthday.
Day before his birthday. So that means for your birthday, we're going to be playing a bunch of NCAA.
Which will definitely be live streaming that.
Yes.
Most definitely. Y'all are about to see how me and the boys used to play video games back in like 2013, 2014.
Oh, yes.
Except it's a lot worse now because we're grown adults.
Yeah. But there isn't a lot of news outside of this, but there is a little bit of news for Florida for the transfer portal. We were able to get a wide receiver.
Hey, and guess what? As the saying goes, another man's trash is another man's treasure.
Hey.
Which is referring to him picking the colleges that he's going to, not the player himself. He went from Colorado, who won 4 games last year, to Florida, who won 5 games last year.
Yes, he is talking about Cormani McClain. He is somebody who teased to go to Florida last year. He is a corner, and I think he's a good addition because he's somebody who toyed with Florida and a bunch of other schools. He committed to Florida and then decommitted, went to Miami, committed there, and then decommitted from Miami, went to Colorado, did his year. Then after his year, he started saying some things about Colorado once he put in his transfer portal. He said, I want to play for wins. I don't want to play for clicks anymore. And Dion took a little offense to that and said he needs to hope he goes to a school that is going to help him be more into the studies because he was always late to film practice and practice itself. So a lot of Florida fans were a little weirded out about that.
But he also said that he didn't want to play for Blue Mountain State anymore, which was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. After watching the first season, I totally understand what he means by that now. So that could be true. And it seems true of what we've seen so far on the news about Deion's son saying stuff about another corner and defensive back that played for Colorado that left.
Yes.
Said he didn't even know his name in the locker room.
So he must have been mid.
Yeah. So
what a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Somebody who's supposed to be a leader put the L on his name. So
leader.
Yeah.
Leader.
Yes. But there is somebody else who Florida picked up in the transfer portal. A wide receiver from Arizona State, Elijah Badger. He was somebody who got a decent amount of playing time over there at Arizona State. And I don't know for sure, but he could be following this path of Ricky Pearsall, somebody who just went from Arizona State to Florida, played 2 years there. There was reports that Ricky was in contact with Elijah Badger before he transferred over.
I did hear about that.
The day that it was the day after Ricky got drafted, he contacted him and said, "Listen, man, I have no contact with Florida anymore. I just want to let you know that is a school that helped me out with my path to the NFL. And if that's part of your journey, go for it." And obviously he did. And I think that is a very good addition to our wide receiver room, something that we were lacking last year. But especially with my mind just went blank. The corner that we just picked up. Both of them on both sides of the ball, I think, are great additions to our team. But the thing is about that, a lot of people have been talking about on Twitter, is the number of scholarships have been taken away from NCAA schools.
Yes.
So Florida now goes over that scholarship standard. And these two players that have now just been added on are going to be walk-ons. So they're not full scholarship players just yet. Or there might be somebody getting their scholarship revoked.
Yes.
So
cutthroat out here.
Yeah.
Cutthroat.
But that is the news for Florida football as of right now. We did talk about it on Thursday, but the games have been confirmed, game times, for Miami. We're playing them at 3:30 for the first game of the season. And we're playing Texas A&M also at 3:30. And then we're playing Georgia, surprise, at 3:30. So
who knows what the other games could be? They could probably be at 3:30.
Probably 12 o'clock. The rest of the games are all going to be at 12 o'clock. Probably UCF game for sure is going to be at 12 o'clock.
4:15.
You think so?
4:15 kick.
Probably. I don't know. I'm still feeling.
Or they're going to give you a 7:30 p.m. kick Monday, or on a Thursday.
No. Florida don't play during the week.
Yeah, until they're like, look, this is the TV opening. You're going to take it.
The first time Florida played during the week was against Utah this past year. So that was on a Friday.
That's the start.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Thursday games, baby. Dun, 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 dun,
that's an
dun,
ACC
dun,
schedule right there. So.
Dun, dun, dun.
But is there any news for Florida State football?
No, there isn't. But you saying that, I feel like we should just flip.
Flip?
Yeah. FSU takes y'all's spot in the SEC, and you go over to the ACC and see how y'all do. With that cupcake schedule of playing Notre Dame, Clemson, and Miami every year, which,
I'll be for it. I'll just come to the SEC. Full time. Have some fun in the SEC.
The funny thing is people talk about these cupcake schedules when the SEC, in fact, does get beat by all the other conferences all the time, and it's just Alabama.
That is true. Well, now Georgia's been beating up on the other
so
conferences.
2.
Yeah. Sometimes LSU.
6 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
2018.
They lost 2 times to y'all this past.
Yeah.
LSU, no, never mind. Let me think of another one. Nope, that's it. Wow. Well, Texas is now part of us, so we're going to say
Texas and Oklahoma, baby. Boomer Sooner. Boomer Sooner.
Yeah, horns down.
Just like Miami.
Yes.
Just like Miami.
Yeah. So no news on the Florida State side of the ball.
No, other than we just sent an appeal to North Carolina about their decision.
Was FSU sent a letter to the NCAA to do away with the NIL issue that y'all had over the 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2021, I think.
So that pretty much means that we'll get all of our, if it goes through, it means that we'll just get all of our coaches back for the whole season so they don't have to sit out, and we'll get some NIL stuff back.
Yes.
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
So,
money.
FSU starting to get the ball rolling on legal issues. So
Indeed. We're out, and we're going to be in the Big Ten by 2025.
You think so?
Yep.
All right.
I don't want to go to the SEC. They don't want us. I don't want to be in that conference because we just joined Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah. Well.
Who's the third best team? LSU that we beat every year? Who's after that? Ole Miss? You think we're going to lose to Ole Miss? No. Missouri? No. Texas? Maybe. Y'all? No. Vanderbilt? No.
Hey, Vanderbilt tricky.
Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
Kentucky? No. Y'all haven't beaten Kentucky in like 6 years. Y'all beat them for 35 years
I
straight.
think it's been 4 years. Oh, you gotta look it up. I think it's been 4 years. I don't think it's been 6. Because we beat them with Trask, and that wasn't 6 years ago. I think that was the last time we beat them, was with Trask and Pitts.
So it's been 5 years.
It would be coming on 5 years, yeah. Yeah.
Bob Stoops knows how to, or Mark Stoops.
No,
Bob Stoops.
Bob Stoops in the UFL, bro.
Mark Stoops knows how to coach.
Yeah. You want to talk about some jerseys?
Yes, jerseys. Yeah. We hinted that we were going to be maybe talking about our favorite jerseys of our respective college football teams. Yeah. We're going to rank the top 5 all time. I'm very excited. Yeah. Because they're clean. At least mine are.
Mine are.
His third best, he says, is awful. So I already know that the.
You talking about my third best?
Yeah, the black.
Oh, I don't have. Oh, that's your third best.
You said this is my third best, and you showed me the black with the.
I've actually changed my list since I showed you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
exciting.
A lot of mine aren't all-time looks. More recently, they have worn what I like, and I put up there in my top 5. But there is one that is means more when you see it, when I show it. So yeah.
One of them's probably going to be Tim Tebow when he's wearing his all white.
Not a single one of them is Tim Tebow.
It's probably Aaron Hernandez.
Here, I'll let you go first.
Oh, me first?
Yeah, you first.
Ooh, me first? All right, so we're going to start with number 5.
Oh, you don't want to do Taggart time first? You got to hit the eyeball.
Oh. So, honorable mention, even though it's not that good of a jersey, in my personal opinion, these were absolutely fire. They were the only good jerseys.
You're good.
My bad. So, they were the only good jerseys whenever we won the national championship to come out, or I guess you could say uniform combos. Honorable mention, they were good. They were still trash, but it was the best thing that we had at the time to, of course, make the Taggart era. So we have that honorable mention. At number 5, we have the GOAT, because, it matches up with the Tampa Bay Bucks with the creamsicle. So we have the FSU gold garnet mix creamsicle-ish. It doesn't even go with the helmet, but honestly, it's so dope.
I like
and
it.
It's such a throwback that 5 was a perfect spot, in my personal opinion. We're going to be going to number 4, which is actually a new addition to this year. It's going to be the all whites, as you see Keon Coleman putting a slick stiff arm on a Wake Forest player. They're beautiful. They're clean. Honestly, they need to start wearing these like more away games instead of doing like the white on the garnet or the gold pants. They need to do all whites all the time. Number 3 is going to be a little bit of a throwback. Not a lot of people maybe have seen these, but I went to 2 FSU games where we were wearing them.
I love those. Those look great.
Oh, as you see, Keon Coleman still stiff-arming someone in the back.
You're good.
But they're beautiful. They're clean. They're 1,000 times better than the black jerseys that we used to have that I showed as an honorable mention. The pants.
Oh, they're absolutely
Oh,
beautiful.
my gosh. With the stitching, absolutely beautiful. At number 2,
I love that visor.
it is the first edition of the all garnets.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nike Pro Combat tried to like redo it in like 2010, but it wasn't even close to the same thing as what that beautiful nostalgic combo is. Just the neck.
That's awesome.
The jerseys used to be so nice, and they were like see-through. I don't care. Beautiful.
I do want mesh jerseys to make a comeback.
Yes.
Those are absolutely beautiful.
So good. And number 1, beautiful. They should have never. We should still have these jerseys today, in my personal opinion. Like we should have never left. Are the 2004s, 2005s to 2013 FSU home jerseys.
Those
home
are
uniforms.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love those uniforms.
The garnet was right. The gold was right. The letters were right. The helmet was right. The tribal patterns just being a little bit on the sleeves where it's the curl up mesh and then just on.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
It is absolutely beautiful.
So those are my top 5 plus my honorable mention. Beautiful.
FSU has had some great jerseys all time.
Yes.
Beautiful year in and year out. Always had some great ones. Florida also did too. And I would have to say the era before they started doing the master stripe on the jerseys, doing the orange, blue, white. Before then, I do have to say those are great uniforms. But they do not make my top 5. Neither does the Spurrier era with the sleeves going like this. Those are great jerseys, but they do not make my top 5. All mine are basically stuff that comes from the newer era that Florida has worn. But there is one that is near and dear to my heart, and I think looks great, and it made number 5.
My gosh. Oh my gosh.
Is Big Game Blues.
Oh.
And a lot of Florida fans thinking right now, hey, that should be your number 1. Big Game Blues. Those are it.
Brother.
But there's a lot of memories that go with these, and they should be higher, but they are number 5. Because all the other ones, I think, look a lot cleaner, in my opinion. But every time Florida played LSU, Florida State, Miami, it was always all blue, and we always looked so good doing it. And it brought extra oomph to the field, and it felt like Florida was going to win that game every single time you saw them wear all blue. Number 4 is something that they brought in recently, was all white. They have done another version of this since, doing a red, white, and blue Gator script against USF, but I like this one so much better because it has the blue Gator script on the side and the master stripe down the middle. Something that Florida, I guess, forgot to do when they did the white helmets prior to this. I think it was 2012 under Mullen. Is when they came out with the first edition of the white helmets that looked like this. But it had a arrow stripe down the middle that did not look right. And then when they finally fixed it, these helmets, I think, are probably the best football helmets that Florida has came out with. I'm just loving those all whites. After that is the blue, white, blue Florida broke out against Tennessee. The reason why they did these is actually pretty cool is because they did the throwback a couple weeks beforehand against Missouri, and they wore matte blue helmets with the old F on it. So they still had them in stock, and a lot of people were like, so what are we going to do with these helmets? Let's wear them again against Tennessee. So they put what are the orange script on these helmets with the master stripe on it, and these look so clean. I don't know why they haven't made a return on either an all blue or on a road game like this again, because they are absolutely beautiful. They are definitely deserve number 2. I know all mine are away jerseys, but there's one that is like, I think is probably a lot better than any other jersey on this list. And bear with me, folks, because they are absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
they're the Swamp jerseys. I'm absolutely joking. These are absolutely hideous. Okay. These are hideous. Number 1 is the Florida orange, white, blue that they wear all the time on the away games. These jerseys, I think, are the best away jerseys in college football. And Florida just pulls them off so well. The swag that comes off of them when everybody wears the white wristbands and everything in the sleeves, so clean. There's a lot of memories with away games too when Florida wears orange, white, blue. I know orange, white, white is a big thing too with Florida, wearing that away against Miami and a lot of times against Florida State. But orange, white, blue is just one of my favorites. But
God, they're so ugly.
Those are ugly, those Swamp jerseys.
They're so ugly.
We actually put together our favorite Miami jerseys too.
Oh, we did. Yes.
Do
you have one for you and one for me?
Yes.
Yes. Are you going to show yours first?
No, you
No,
got yours
actually,
first.
yes. We'll show mine first.
The home jerseys.
So these are the home jerseys for the University of Miami. I feel like, in my personal opinion, these fit the university, the culture, the football fan base, everything perfectly. This is where, honestly, you'll see most of the University of Miami players going once they retire. It's beautiful.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. I'm loving the green. It's popping out there.
It is. I'm loving the darker green hat, the helmet going all the way around the head. You know, you got to keep the University of Miami. You got to keep the noggin safe.
Yes. I'm loving that home uniform.
Yeah, just Miami. See, that's it. Just Miami, Miami-Dade. It's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
But I think their alternate unis are absolutely better.
They're alternates?
Alternates.
Oh, yes.
So they have orange jerseys that are absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful.
And I love them too. The man wearing the shiesty with it, love it. Dade County, out of the park.
Out of the park. Like,
Love it.
10 out of 10.
Yes.
In my personal opinion, they are 1,000 times better than the Miami or the Tampa Bay Rays City Connect jerseys.
Honestly.
I mean, these guys are literally taking out the New York Mets' City Connect.
As you can see, this football player, he's taking a photo with some fans with a signed truck.
Yes.
Custom Miami truck. It's great. Love the green that they have there on that truck. But I love those two Miami uniforms.
They're beautiful.
Probably.
They're probably the best uniforms to come out of Miami to date.
Honestly, you might be onto something. Better than the Panthers, better than the Heat, better than the Hurricanes,
Marlins.
Marlins. the list goes on, but liking these.
I might actually cop one of these jerseys.
I might too.
To help, the Miami fan base out.
If you
because
do
they
want
always
one of these,
need money.
they sell them at Walmart. They're not in the fan apparel section. They're in the road working section.
Oh!
Yeah, the safety vest.
No way!
Yeah, but it looks identical to these. They might not be the ones that are issued by the team itself, but you could get you one that looks close to it.
Indeed. But if you want a real authentic one, the Uniform Complex outfitter stores, they are actually the only place in the United States and the world that actually have authentic Miami Hurricane apparel.
Yeah.
Which is weird. You would think, it would be like at a Lids or an Academy or a Dick's Sporting Goods. No. Go to your local, uniform shop right next to where the police uniforms are.
Yeah. Yeah. Out of the park. There is actually one other jersey I want to show that Florida has never worn and never will wear, thank God. Is a jersey that they put together
Bruh.
for their dean of the school. And it was an April Fool's joke that they did, and it's so bad it's funny.
It's literally a soccer jersey.
So it's based off of the robe that he wears at graduation, and they combine the orange and blue jersey.
Why would they? See, that's the thing. They did Jordan dirty by throwing him on that abomination of a uniform.
I don't want to keep y'all's eyes on that too long, but yes, that is a jersey that is real. But no, they will never wear that.
That's unfortunate.
I don't think Florida is that stupid like the Giants are. Is that what they ran this season? Whew. I can't
It's
even
tough.
look at those. Let's just look at another jersey. There we go.
The relief. Oh, man.
Yeah, there wasn't much news, so we wanted to fill y'all in on some of our favorite jerseys.
Indeed.
Yes. But it's all fun and games making fun of Miami. But in all honesty, they do suck. We don't like them.
In all honesty.
Yeah.
In all honesty. Are we getting ready to wrap this up?
I guess so, unless you have some news for us.
I do have a quick update coming out of the Florida State baseball community.
Oh, I forgot about baseball.
ACC honors came out last night. 7 FSU baseball players made first, second, and third all ACC. My boy, Tibby's the third, got ACC Player of the Year this year.
There we
What
go.
a dog. What a dog he is. I would love for him to stay one more year. Is he? Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
Absolutely. What? After?
yeah,
No, especially if they have a really good run somehow this year. No. He ain't staying. He ain't staying. But we are looking forward to the ACC tournament, which will be happening this weekend, I believe. We are opening it up, I believe, against Georgia Tech, who actually, matter of fact, gave us a little trouble in this past series, winning 2 games out of 3. But I feel like the comeback's just going to get on them, and then we're going to beat the crap out of them. But anywho, after that, we do play Virginia, which Virginia, I believe, is a top 10 ranked team right now. So, I mean, the ACC tournament is literally Omaha right now with the amount of ranked teams that are in the ACC. They're in the top 15. It's pretty much just pre-Omaha trials.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
Florida, knowing that their season has been a little rough, they did end up winning their last 2 games this season against Georgia. So Caglione and Liam Peterson were named first team All-SEC, so that's always good. They do have to have a rough schedule going into the SEC tournament. They play number 8 seed Vanderbilt, while they are number 9 seed. Vanderbilt also had a fall off on their season too, just like Florida. I think they ended with a 35-20 record.
Wait, what record did y'all end up with?
We ended with a... have it right here.
Y'all are 28 and 26.
28 and 26, that's what it is.
And somehow y'all are 1 seed higher than the team that won 35 games this year.
No, they're 1 seed higher than us. They're number 8, we're number 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they won 10 games more than y'all did.
Yeah.
And it's only a 1 seed. That's insane.
Yeah, but they had a fall off in their latter part of the year. They had a very hot start at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But
Correct.
yeah, they had a lot of injuries with their pitching staff and their starters. Florida, not the same excuse, but hopefully we can pull it together with our pitching.
Indeed.
And if we get our pitching down, I think we have a shot. But a lot of times so far this season, we have been giving up a lot of big innings. Most of the time that we give up these big runs, like 10 games, we lose by 10 points or more. It's always in one inning at the beginning of the game. And
Yep.
we lose all confidence throughout, and we end up losing. But, yeah, hopefully we can pull that together coming into the SEC tournament. There actually is news on the softball side of things for Florida and Florida State. Florida did end up advancing into their SEC tournament. I think they're in the semifinals. I think they play tonight too. I have to check. Florida.
Softball?
Yeah.
They're in the. They might have made it the Super Regional.
Super Regionals. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. I think they were semi of their where they were playing at though, because I saw they won 2 nights ago, but I think they were supposed to play tonight. But there is news about Florida State. I'll look my stuff up while you're talking about them.
What about women's softball?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're going to the Super Regional to play number 2 Oklahoma, which they're probably going to lose the series, but who knows? It would be awesome. That's it.
I thought there was more.
Was there more?
No, I thought I would have had this pulled up by then.
Nope. Woo!
Why does tennis and baseball pull up before softball? Okay, yeah, so they
That's
didn't make Super
unfortunate.
Regionals.
They didn't?
Nope, they did. Oh, yeah, they did. Why did look at that. They have this mixed up.
I saw that too, and I
So it
was
says
like,
Florida
what?
9, South Alabama 1, but they have the pictures mixed up, so my mind just had a giant brain fart. Yeah, but Florida and Florida State softball, yeah, they're looking pretty good. Hopefully, we might see
very good.
Might see them be winning some things, either Florida or Florida State.
Winning a ring.
Yeah,
It would be nice.
yeah.
Very nice.
But
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I
for
think
us.
that wraps it up. A
Yeah.
decent, a whole hour. Definitely not as long as we're trying to do it. About like an hour 15 minutes. Our window, since we're trying to do 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
So if tonight it didn't really fancy you as far as college talk, Thursday we'll be taking more of the pro aspect side of the talk.
Yes.
We'll be talking NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs, NFL, the works.
The Cardinals' new uniforms.
Cardinals uniforms. Talk about Scotty Scheffler getting arrested.
Yes. I think
All
Thursday
sorts.
actually might end up being a longer podcast than we think, but it's a lot more news.
Indeed, a lot more news.
Yes, but join us again Thursday, 7:45.
Yes.
Yes.
Twitch, YouTube.
Hopefully we can get Facebook or trying to get Facebook going. It's acting a little weird, but that's another story. No technical difficulties. We're at the end of the episode. I can say that.
Yeah,
now,
that's
so.
right. Wow, the first episode in 21 episodes now that we haven't had.
Oh no! Don't ruin it for us, Josh.
Ow. We're good.
All right. We're gonna
Perfect.
find out later that the mics were never on.
Something's gonna go wrong. Something will, but it's okay.
Yes.
This time it didn't.
Yeah. But I guess-
Without further ado, Y'all have a good evening. We will see y'all on